I'm gonna level with you here. This is borderline embarrassing. It's right up there with this suspicious salmon t-shirt that I'm wearing. Hikaru Nakamura, a player of his caliber, getting destroyed in 22 moves by Javokhir Sindarov, the 20-year-old they're now calling Windarov, about to face Gukesh D for the World Chess Championship later this year. This is incredible scenes. What a game it was, and it was played in Miami, USA. Just finished. It was a WR chess event, USA versus Uzbekistan. Kind of random, but so much fun. And at the end, I'll let you know who took home the whole tournament. Let's dive in on this absolute smash and grab. It's good to be back. I was away in London for a few days. I have a day job still, unfortunately. Hikaru here plays the Berlin. He whispers, "Ich bin ein Berliner." Love it. Enjoys a donut. We now see pawn d4. No takes, that's the main line. Javokhir trying his hand here. And the reality is, it's very hard to get advantage in these structures at the highest level of chess. This has all been seen before, and this is the problem. Pure symmetrical structure, pieces on the board, no imbalances to speak of. You're hitting against a brick raw wall trying to make something happen in these structures, and it's why in this position we don't see the explosive c4 natural. We get knight to c3, ruining his own structure. Javokhir, why? Well, it's that little element of imbalance. He hits this open file with the rook in a minute, first threatens mate, looks all over the room. Never look your opponent dead in the eye when you threaten checkmate or a queen capture. They're more likely to blunder it. Hikaru does spot it. He's one of the world's best. Here comes that rook I was talking about on the half open file. Hikaru defends, rook e1, pawn to c ships, defends the center a little. Now the explosive c4, and this is truly shocking. I mean, Hikaru just rips things off the wrist right in seconds in online chess, and here he spends about 8 minutes on this move and plays a howler. What should he do? What would you do? Well, queen f6. It's all good. This is analysis mode, of course. And okay, there's nothing too much going on. You can put a bit of pressure, give a pawn. Eventually these long lines go on, and white should be winning it back. Gets a ton of pressure. This is just one sample line, of course. Eventually you win back your pawn. Of course, this all would have happened. They're complete ninjas. It's dead equal. None of that on the board. But this was the natural move. Hikaru plays. D takes on c4. I mean, so positionally irresponsible, opening up this long diagonal which you already exposed, bringing the bishop to life with tempo, king over, now bishop g5 with tempo, and there's only one move here to stay in the game, and still you're doing really bad. It is bishop e8. And the idea is you take me, I take you. This is actually best. Queen goes, and you can basically force the invasion on the 7th rank. White does have an advantage here for sure. Dominating the only open file on the board. Better pieces, better pawn structure. It's suffering for black. Let's back it up. Hikaru didn't find it, or just didn't fancy playing it. He went queen c7, 11 minutes down now, and maybe he missed this move. Maybe he underestimated this move. It's the epic bishop f7. And here's the big problem. Say you do a random move, pawn a5, this is the threat. Mate in 1 is coming, and if h6, as you can imagine, you just crash through like this, and because the bishop cuts the queen, it doesn't just lead to a check, it's a mate. So this is the big idea in the air right now. Hikaru fights back against it with some weirdness. Nothing's really working very well, to be honest. You pretty much have to give up an exchange. This is the game, and you don't have to take. This is the thing. If you do that, then black's right back in it. You win this bishop at the end. King h1 simply played. And after the sidestep, where are you headed? Bishop g6 is on the way. Bishop f4 was tried by Hikaru. Down to his last minute now. And what to play here? The best move, the most clinical. Rook e7. Decisive, powerful invasion. Pressuring loads of stuff. And joining in the checkmating attack. No queen defense laterally now. We see rook a d8 played in the game. If queen d6, by the way, trying to make it weird. Then you can play takes even. Queen recaptures, bishop g6, stuff like this. Win the bishop. That queen's overloaded. Too many jobs here. In the game we saw rook a d8. And now the first of two brilliancies to take home the victory. Bishop f6. Beautiful turn of the screw. If you capture here, then not bishop g6 this time. Bishop g8. Threaten mate in two different ways with two different pieces, and what to do. All you can start doing is try and throw away pieces. This is actually the cleanest mate. You could have taken that bishop. That was mate in 4. This is mate in 3. Potato, potato. Coming back here. Bishop not touched, therefore. Instead, we saw queen d6, threatening to win that piece. But now the icing on the cake. Bishop g6, finally putting on the board the theme that was threatened for ages. h6 is played. And now, for the crash through, what would you play here? It's bishop takes on g7 check, of course. Not even a sacrifice, defended by the rook. King side steps, and now the finishing touch. A brilliant c. Can you find the best move? Bishop h7 check. And here we saw resigns, because if you capture, only move, then you can step back with the bishop, discovered check. Yes, this rook can be taken, but then there's bishop f8 check. King goes, queen drops. This is a lost position. If you don't take the rook, if you step back with the king, then you can do something like this. More discoveries, win the queen. All roads lead to Rome. It's dead lost, mating, or huge material. 22 move. Absolute crush. Pretty embarrassing for a player of Hikaru's caliber. This is where he needs his Lotus chess, by the way. Do check it out, link below if you haven't already. Best way to learn your openings. Don't get into these messes in your own games. Really is incredible. And now for the final result. The USA took it. It was close. It certainly wasn't a trouncing, so this game didn't affect the match. But they took it overall. Expected, slightly stronger. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll get to one more of these. And we got some St. Louis chess on the way as well. Coming very soon. Sinkfield Cup. Thanks as always for watching, and a huge thank you to all those people who've taken out channel membership. I want to get some members only videos up again soon. Great to be back, and have a look at the video on screen if you want to see another epic game of chess. Cheers.